Who run the world? Girls. Yes, we love talking about that, especially when we meet individuals like Temi Adelana. Now, she is here. She is the convener of the Global Girls Festival. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Titi. Thank
First of
you.
all, love the earrings.
Oh, nice.
Love the
Yes.
look. You really?
Thank you. I'm repping Global Girls.
Okay,
Yes.
Global Girls
Yes.
Festival.
Yes, I
So,
am
for those
repping.
that don't understand about this movement, you need to let us in on how this all began. Talk to us.
Wow. For me, it's been a long journey. I started about over a decade ago while I was in uni. And it's knowing that all that building I did from being a shoemaker to being an entrepreneur on various facets to starting a restaurant while I was a student in Great Fair,
Wow.
and also like investing in smaller businesses, finding investors, coming back to uni and placing those monies and doing like accelerator programs at a very early stage, and made me realize that there's a journey that must be imputed into this generation that is very important for us to have the kind of people we want to see or we say we want to see. Because a lot of times we complain about the things that are happening within this generation, but what are we really doing about changing it? So we're like, for the face of the next generation of women, next generation of innovators, next generation of female builders across Africa,
Yeah.
we are creating change. We're going to shape them. It's like you have a young child, and
Yeah.
you want the child to become a doctor while they're not even sure. Even if they don't become a doctor, but you start to pay, they go to like preschool, nursery school. So that is what this is really about. And that's where I started from. And for me, it's personal, it's passionate, is my work.
So
Right.
when I saw builders, the question was building what? What exactly are we building in
Okay.
these girls, these women?
So two key things for us is proper venture education,
Okay.
and building a forefront of bloominess in terms of identity and knowing what you carry, the weight you carry as a woman in this generation, and the ideal things that must be done. So for us, it's those two things, and we try to also implement excellence, knowing that whatever we do, it must be done appropriately, not because you run a hair business that you just do anyhow. You must have the basic, at least a little structure from maybe a landing page or an Instagram that is properly managed, a customer service, just properly like start to implement things. You know how to say, then you
Yeah.
keep growing like
So
over
this
time.
festival is an enlightenment platform as well.
Yes,
to
it is.
in a sense educate on those areas.
Okay.
So you mentioned things like a landing page. These are basic things that the average young person has access to, but maybe don't see as a priority,
Yeah.
right? But then you've probably brought in some people to help with
Yes.
all this
Yeah, we
enlightenment.
have.
Who do we have?
So partners, we have Young Women Code, which
Okay.
is like a vibrant tech platform that helps women with understanding education in tech and also
Okay.
providing gadgets
Nice.
for them when they're done. We have, which is also like a partner, Elivra Labs, which is like
Okay.
another investment platform. Then we have internally ventures in our studio, because ideally this is bedded from her line, which is like where I lead as a team lead, and it's a venture studio. So we have about 5 companies, some in branding and digital communications. We have a tech startup and one other brand, where we then bring women and integrate them through the learning process of,
Okay.
to becoming that what we say we want them to be.
So what sort of age group are we talking now? Because girls was in quotes there.
Yeah.
And there are kid innovators, kid entrepreneurs as
Yeah,
well.
okay.
So talk to us about the age group.
You just sang Who Runs the World.
Girls.
So I mean, it's not limited, right?
Okay.
So, but as I usually say, this for us is not just about Women's Month. It's our work, and it's the journey we started like a while ago, and we've seen that the age ranges from about 16 to 65.
Wow.
So we've had like older women in our circle, and we've also found that everybody needs to be lent that voice. Some people want to go back to school. Some people never had the opportunity to be educated, and so these are like, for me, the age ranges for us rather the
Yeah.
age range, it ranges from about 16 to
Wow.
65.
Wow.
Yes, for now.
So,
Yeah.
so that's who you're I don't want to use the term targeting. That's who you're putting this together for.
Yeah.
But who are giving you the biggest response? What is the age group that are responding towards this weekend's event?
I think we have about from 18 to 40.
Okay.
Yeah, from 18 to 40. Mostly 18 to 40, we have a bit of early stage founders,
Okay.
a bit of C-suite women, and a couple undergraduates.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have
Nice.
like a blend of all
All
those
right.
kind of women.
So you obviously have a big end game here. What is it
Yes.
you hope for this platform to achieve, let's say in the next 2 to 5 years?
To be honest, one is impact.
Okay.
Second is influence. Three is profit. And that is,
Profit is 3?
yes,
Wow,
profit
the
is
way 3.
Because, I mean, you can't profit off what is not like properly like enabled or what is not properly, outlined.
Sure.
Most times when we venture into things, we just do German. But we have to like break through. Like the foundation has been a bit damaged with the generation and the things, exposure. So we have to kind of find a way to fix things. So for me, profit is, I like money, but profit is
So
still
it's
3.
impact first,
Yes, influence
and
profit.
then profit. So
Yeah.
the profit part is very important to most people.
Yeah.
And people are probably watching right now wondering, okay, so I come for this festival, right? What exactly am I taking home? What do they expect to take away from this event?
So when I say profit as a third point, right? Not that they all work hand in hand, right? But when I say profit as a third, the first thing is the impact, right?
Sure.
Because that's why we're doing what we're doing. And that being said, right? For us at Herline, we're going to be opening a fund that day,
Okay.
an impact fund that we're currently structuring, and we're going to be opening it that day. And this fund is towards enabling more women
Okay.
and to help them, build properly and to upgrade them to the point that we envisage as an organization or as an event, right? So when you come for the Global Girls Festival, know that you're going back with like better information,
Yeah.
a more valid foresight of understanding yourself as a woman, and it gets you to the point of wanting to bloom. And want to go back and shine, stand up brightly and do that which you're supposed to do well. And there's also the part where because I have that knowledge, I can make more money.
Okay.
I have higher earning capacity. And for us, it's interesting because our audience is not limited to the Nigerian, we're not limited to the Nigerian audience.
Sure.
We have a strong Gambia audience. We have extending to a couple other African countries, right? And we're also trying to do Africans in diaspora. So when we say Global Girls Festival, people have asked me, but we're in Nigeria now, is that we're saying you're local, right? But think global. You're local, but start to dream big, right? Start to do things that positions you. You might not get there immediately, but start to position yourself. So that in the next 4 years, as you asked me, in the next 5 years, we have delegates from everywhere. There's like that trade exchange, that people exchange. Like there's like, for me, it's long term.
It's also
right?
a knowledge exchange.
Yes, there's knowledge exchange. Yeah, you're right.
I have to say thank you so much, Temi, for coming to talk to us about this.
Thank
The Global
you.
Girls Festival sounds amazing, and it's a movement that just started, but I feel like it has a very bright future.
Yeah, it does. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
All right then. So, are you a global girl? Are you thinking global? You thinking local? Well, you'll probably be able to answer that question sometime soon. We'll be looking out for this event. We will. We're going to take a quick break at this point. We'll be back after this.